Nigeria's Accountant General Ahmed Idris has been arrested over alleged money laundering and division of public funds. Those familiar with the development said Idris was intercepted in Kano by operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission on Monday evening and is being flown to Abuja, the nation's capital, for interrogation. Sources said the Efcc has for some time been investigating a case of diversion of at least 80 billion naira in public funds, which was allegedly laundered through some bogus contracts. The companies used in laundering the funds, investigators said, have allegedly been linked to family members and associates of the Accountant General. Sources further said after progress was made in the investigation, Idris was summoned repeatedly for interrogation, but he failed to honor the invitations. We kept inviting him, but he kept dodging us. One of our sources said, we're left with no choice than to keep him under watch and arrest him. The spokesperson for the EFCC, Wisin Uwajarin, could not be reached to comment for his story. One of his subordinates said he's traveling in the United Kingdom at this time. However, a top EFCC official confirmed the development but asked not to be named because he has no permission to discuss the matter with the media. Uwajarin later issued a statement saying, operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC on Monday, May 16, 2022, arrested 7 Accountant General of the Federation, Mr. Ahmed Idris, in connection with diversion of funds and money laundering activities to the tune of 80 billion naira. The Commission's verified intelligence showed the Accountant General of the Federation raked off the funds through bogus consultancies and other illegal activities using proxies, family members, and close associates. The funds were laundered through real estate investments in Kano and Abuja. Mr. Idris was arrested after failing to honor invitations by the EFCC to respond to issues connected to the fraudulent acts. President Muhammadu Buhari appointed Idris Accountant General of the Federation on June 25, 2015. This position became vacant at the time after the former Accountant General Jonah Otula left office on June 12, 2015. President Buhari reappointed Idris for a second fourth term in June 2019 amid criticism from labor groups who said the Accountant General should retire after turning 60. Idris is a native of Kano State, northwest Nigeria. He was born on November 25, 1960, and was until his appointment in 2015 the Director of Finance and Accounts, Federal Ministry of Mines and Steel Development. EFCC goes after the Accountant General of the Federation. If we recall very well, not too long ago, some investigations were ongoing regarding this same Accountant General's office, and we got a report that the office was on fire. Files were burnt to prevent interrogations or investigations, to prevent anything coming out. Suddenly, the Accountant General's office was in flames for no reason. But we know after that everything died down. EFCC just revealed that they've been trailing him, they've been watching him because of some allegations about him. Fraud allegations up to the tune of 80 billion naira. That is a lot of money, 80 billion naira, and they've been trailing him. They finally got him and he's been arrested now, and he's going to be going through series of interrogations. At the moment, not much has been gotten out of this, but what has been revealed that the fraud allegations on his head is tied to money laundering and diversion of public funds, that he used proxies, family members, friends and associates to issue out contracts, bogus contracts, probably some that are not even in existence, to issue out contracts, and those are the things they are going to be investigating and looking into. Although we know of late, the EFCC have been under criticism. Some persons have even taken it further to call EFCC Buhari's EFCC. There is a tool in Buhari's hand. President Muhammad Buhari uses that tool to go after those who are speaking against his administration, or those who he perceives as his enemies. That's what he's been doing. Obasanjo stated that If EFCC are really, really doing their jobs, then most of these governors, most of these politicians, all of them will be cooling off in the cell, in jail. Well, Obasanjo himself, Nigerians have got reservations for him. Anyways, this is a breaking news. This just happened yesterday, and he's been picked up. He was picked up in Kano, and investigations are currently going on. We just hope that they do the right thing. That was what happened with Ibrahim Magu, the former boss of EFCC. The former boss of EFCC, we know what happened. And when he started crying that what's happening to him is a case of dog eats dog. If we look at that statement closely, Magu is not saying his hands are clean, but that statement means that I'm not the only person. There were other people involved in this. It's a case of dog eats dog. That means he is part of it, and there are other people who are mentioned in it, but he didn't say anything. And we know that after a long time we didn't hear anything. He was replaced. He's been replaced now, obviously, we know. But not too long ago, we just saw that he's gotten promotion. He had just received promotion. Who knows if they are promoting him for not spilling the beans, for not letting the cat out of the bag, or for not really revealing names. We hope that that is not what will be of this same case of the Accountant General of the Federation. If there are allegations against him, the only way to curb corruption, this corruption we're talking about, the Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Reverend Matthew Kuka, he talked about what is the only thing that is thriving most in this country, that is corruption. That, as a matter of fact, there should be a state, another one after Federal Capital Territory, another one should be added and should be called corruption, because that is the only thing thriving in the country. The education system down, healthcare down, infrastructure down. You can imagine 80 billion naira, if this is actually true, because at the moment it's still allegations. They are all allegations against him. But if this is actually true, if it's actually true, it is really, really sad, because this 80 billion naira would have done a lot. Even the ASU strike that has kept students out of school for how long now? 80 billion naira will go a long way to even meet the demands of the lecturers. So unfortunate. Well, we'll see how all of this plays out. And EFCC, the Nigerians, we are watching them. If they're really doing their job properly, we know that a lot of persons, more than what we are seeing, will be picked up, because this corruption is truly, truly something of concern, because corruption everywhere. Who can be trusted? Who will be trusted again? Accountant General of the Federation. Well, we'll see how all of this goes. He's just been picked up, and this is just the initial stage of everything. EFCC have just confirmed this. Leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned, and please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.